What's up guys, Macadii here, bringing you another NU battle. Now today I'm against a guy called Miguet, I think, and he's got the first Pikachu Bell that I've actually seen so far. So I think this one gets Icicle Crash, so it's going to be quite interesting. So looking at his team, he's got a Regirock, which is probably going to be his rock setter as far as I can see. He's relying a lot on hazards, because he's got the Sticky Web, potential spikes, and the Stealth Rock. And then he's got Xatu as well to try and bounce any back. So he's also got the Slaking as well. So that's going to be a massive pain as well. So it's difficult to know what exactly to go into to start with, because I'm trying to think, because the Sticky Web may become quite a bit of an issue. I know my speed does double, but it's not going to make it as effective. So I think I am still going to lead with Tash, because I don't. He may not lead with that. He might be tempted to lead with the Regirock. So I'm going to lead with Tash in this instance. Though he does go straight out into the Slaking. Well, I'm going to be able to survive a hit here. So I can actually go for the T-Wave on something. I don't anticipate the Pikachu coming in. And if I can get a T-Wave off on Slaking, it's going to make so much difference. So I'm going to go for the T-Wave here. As he does. Ah, he goes out into the Xatu. That was well played. I forgot about the Xatu. So I am going to go for the Sunny Day here. I don't anticipate there being too much he can do to me. So that might actually put me in a reasonably comfortable position where I have the... Oh, God. Right. So I do manage to survive that. So I am actually going to go out into... probably Prankster. It's quite tempting. Let's see. Flash Fire... I doubt he's going to go for Heat Wave. I can't anticipate there being that much he can do. The only thing he can really do is U-turn. So, confuse Xatu though. So, I'm going to go out. I think I am going to go out into Prankster. Even though he has the Regirock, I still think he does go for the Reflect. I'm still going to go for the Flare Blitz here, just to get good damage off of something. He may predict me to go for the Fire move. Sorry, the Electricity move, which he doesn't do. Is he going to go for... he goes for the Toxic. So, I think Flare Blitz still does more. 180 plus stab in the sun. Yeah, it does do more. So, I am going to go for the Flare Blitz again. Even if he does decide to go out into the Regirock, that really doesn't do that much. So, I've still got theoretically 3 turns after this. So the question is, do I just get rid of Prankster? Considering it's Toxic and I am Life Orbed, I think I might just get rid of Prankster. Oh, he gets to get a crit off, so that's good. I've got a good amount of damage off. He does miss his Rock Tomb, which is actually a bit of a pain for me, because I wanted an extra few turns of Sun. So I think the way it works out is I'm actually not going to get that much chance to use the Sun. Only one more turn, I think. So he does go out into the Xatu, which actually isn't too bad, because I don't know, he's got I've still got 2 turns left. So let's see. I think I'm going to go out into Bambi, and I can get Return off. There's no way he's going to bring in the Regirock. I'm pretty sure a Return, even with the Reflect up, should still take him out. I'm pretty sure, and oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that would take him out. Yeah, I wasn't underestimating Bambi in any way, really. From here, unfortunately, the Slaking is still not powered. He goes out into the Garbodor. I really want to get as much damage off them as possible, really. So I am going to go for the Return. That doesn't do as... Yeah, oh, I forgot about the Reflect. Luckily, for me, he's forgotten I've got a Poison type. So I'm actually going to go for the SD here, just to get a bit more of an attack off, and go straight for the Gunk Shot. I expect him to go for another layer of T-Spikes. So his Reflect wears off. His Xatu's now down, so there will be no more Reflect. And I think from here, Probopass still is at a reasonable level of health, and he won't get poisoned. So I am actually going to go out into my Probopass. It gives me the opportunity to get the... I'm going to go for Rocks this turn, because I have a feeling that Leavanny is sashed, and actually that's going to make quite a bit of difference, especially with my remaining Pokemon being relatively weak to bug. He goes out into the Regirock, and I'm just going to go for the Sunny Day this turn. I really, really hope I don't get powered, because that will be really a real pain. He does go for the Drain Punch here, so I do get the Sunny Day off, and it's very tempting. I imagine he's probably going to go for the Drain Punch again, so I could be cheeky and go out into Victory Bell at this turn, leaving Tash still alive, because I don't think the Leavanny can touch me that well. The Pikachu can't do massive damage, and neither can the Garbodor, so actually this gives me another opportunity to set up the Sun. So I'm going to go out to pitch this turn. I could have gone out into Executor, but he does go for the Rock Tomb, which does decrease my speed. I still think with the Sun up, I should be able to survive. So I'm going to go for the Solar Beam here. I don't anticipate there being that much that can switch, and I mean, even the Garbodor is going to take quite a considerable chunk from this, which is, yeah, 37% is pretty good. So he's at 47% now. So a Solar Beam was 120 per stab, 180, 90 power, whereas this is 150 power. So that should, yeah, that does take him out. My maths wasn't wrong. So from here, I think even Pikachu, so there's still that helicopter going around, which is a bit of a pain. He goes out into the Slaking now. So I do anticipate this probably being scarfed, so this might be the end of pitch. But luckily after that, he's going to have to recharge, so I can get a free hit off on something else. So I think, unfortunately, this is the point. Oh, I could sack off Tash at this point. Let's see, how useful will Pitch be? Pitch has still got quite a lot of use. I do think that Tash probably is the better one to get rid of it now. Especially with the Regirock being able to take me out the Slaking count. He does go straight for the EQ, so by the looks of things, he probably is scarfed. So this means I can actually go out into Free Faced, and oh, do I go straight back out into Pitch? Let's see. So Pitch will probably, let's see, 328 plus times 1.5. No, I'm not going to be able to outspeed. Actually, will I? 100... My maths is being absolutely terrible at the minute. 160, so 60 plus 60. He is going to slightly outspeed me if he's jolly. I don't know. I think he probably would be adamant, to be honest. So I think I'm going to go out into Pitch because I can get a Solar Beam off again. And nothing really appreciates a Solar Beam. Even if the Leavanny does come in, I can just Weather Ball it the next turn. So that's not too much of an issue. I think as long as I handle this Slaking well, I should be able to win. Theoretically. So the Leavanny, unfortunately, does take that hit. And I'll go for the Weather Ball this turn. He may be banded. This whole thing is based off whether Slaking is scarfed or not. He's making good plays here. We're going for swapping out into Pokemon like that. So the Weather Ball will be resisted to that 75 power, whereas Sludge Bomb isn't going to be doing enough. So I do predict the switch into Leavanny. How much does Solar Beam do to Leavanny? 27%. Let's see. Can Free Faced handle the rest of his team? Can handle the Pikachu, it can handle the Leavanny, it can handle the Regirock. It just depends with the Slaking. So, Sludge Bomb I don't think is going to kill, because it's going to do about bit over double, because it's going to be 90 times 1.5, 135, compared to 75 with Weather Ball. And that's not going to be enough, unfortunately, because 13, it's going to do about 30%. So that's going to be quite unfortunate. So I think Solar Beam, unfortunately, is the move I'm going to have to make. He does decide to stay in, so that was a good play on my part. So from here, I'm not exactly sure what he's going to bring out. He is probably going to bring out the Leavanny, because there is a good chance that he is going to outspeed. And yeah, he is most likely going to outspeed me at this point. So I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. There's no point trying to preserve pitch at this point. He does go for the knockoff, knocks off my Life Orb, and I think I'm going to go out into Reaper now, because I can get a... What's very tempting is I could get a Encore off on this. So if I Encore this, we'll play it through. So I Encore this, he goes for knockoff, I lose my Heat Rock, so my Sunny Day won't be doing as much. He can't switch out because of the rocks, and I can actually U-turn out from there. And that keeps Reaper alive. But I'm not going to be doing much of that Slaking. That's the issue. I need more Pokemon. Because if I end up going out into Free Face and he brings out Slaking, I'm actually then in trouble because I can't then... There's no opportunity for me to send a Reaper to T-Wave him. So I think we're going to have to rely on Free Face cleaning up from here. So I am going to go for the Sunny Day here, as he goes out into Slaking. Now, I would say that's a... I do not disagree with that. I do not agree with that play at all. Because now I can actually get a T-Wave off. And he's just let me T-Wave his win condition. He does Giga Impact. Yeah, I think if this was Scarfed, then he probably could have won. But considering he's now let me T-Waved it, let me T-Wave it, I don't think he is going to win from here. Because I'm pretty sure I can one-shot Pikachu, unless it's Sashed. But you don't see many Sash Pikachus. They're normally not Life Orb, Light Orb. So I'm going to go for the Solar Beam. It's my most powerful move, and the Leavanny dies to rocks, and so it's all down to the Pikachu. Even if it... Actually, think about it, I'm being completely idiotic, because even with the rocks up means that the Pikachu's Sash, if it had a Sash, would be broken. So I'm pretty sure it's GG from here, unless it's a somehow Scarfed Pikachu. I don't see it living this hit. So I do get the Solar Beam off, and that does take it out. So it's another win with this team. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you at the next one. Macadii out. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up my latest content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Macadii out.